Morning.
Morning. Oh, won't it be nice when we can wake up together?
Yeah, well, now's your chance. I'm not awake yet.
I know, I hardly slept last night either.
Listen, I've been thinking. There's no need for us to rush, you know.
Oh, why?
No, I'm just saying. I think we ought to get a bit of brass in bank before anything.
Well, it'll help when the mornings get a bit lighter, eh?
Right.
The little pig! I will never save enough to get married if he does that.
Very bright, breezy good morning to you all as we work together this really early hour of the morning with some great music.
Shall I give those two lazy beggars a shout?
Them two lazy beggars were both out before dawn.
What are they going to clean in dark?
Well, that Roy can't even have a wash in the morning. He might clean a car.
Well, at least he's taken all in his mind off his baby business.
How will Biff's more sight than that Danny Weir? Don't suppose you give him a rise, can you, Dave? So when he gets his nest egg safe, so when they get wed.
Hey, don't you go married off too young. She'll take her time if she got any sense.
If she's got any sense, she won't get married at all.
Well, at least you and Kathy realised it was a mistake before you got married, and that's the main thing.
Aye.
You can concentrate on your job now. Kim will be relying on you even more now that Frank's retired.
I'll be running a whole shooting match before long.
Well, what with the success of this farm, I reckon our luck has changed at last.
Hey, we're not on our feet here yet.
Yeah. Tell him not to be so daft.
I reckon I should get extra sinners being my clothes cleaning.
I should get extra man for having to watch you and that yank doing X-rated versions of synchronised swimming.
Doing now to stop you joining in.
Only self-respect.
Boring.
Hey, what's that?
Monopoly money?
Dollars, Doylan.
Yeah.
What, from that yank last night?
Hey, got a mind like a steel trap, you, ain't you?
You know what they used to say about Yanks during the war? Overpaid, oversexed and over here.
Yeah, well, he's not over here anymore.
What exactly did you do to earn that?
International relations, oiling the wheels of industry.
Oh, swimming lessons.
You two must think we're daft.
Has that ever been in question?
Well, at least we're the ones bringing good money in.
Aye, playing trollop for that slimeball Pollard. That's dirty money.
Reagan Dexter III were a perfect gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
And if he hadn't have been, he'd have ended up in casualty, which is where you'll end up, Francis Dingle, if you don't watch it.
It's still not right.
Do you two want some breakfast?
Oh, aye.
Oh, great. Well, so do me and Tina. And if we're earning alt money, then we shouldn't be expected to make alt food as well.
Nice one, Dad, getting our Mandy to stay. Now there's two of them to gang up on us.
Shut your gob and get frying pan out.
Men don't cook. You said so yourself.
No, I've just changed my mind.
So how are you feeling this morning?
Tired.
What do you expect?
I've been thinking.
Not about the estate. You start talking business and I'm...
No, wait, listen. I think I should keep well out of your way, in case I'm tempted to interfere.
Well, have you thought about a holiday? Break could do you good.
We can't go now, not at the start of the season.
Yes, you can. Cruise or something. Or the Caribbean, one of those all-inclusive places. A month, it'd be perfect.
Surrounded by all those beautiful West Indian women, I don't think my heart would stand it. I was thinking about the attic.
Nick's flat.
The other side. I could set up a study or something, right out of the way.
To do what?
Hobbies. Might get a computer. There's a whole world out there. This internet thing, they say it's fascinating.
Right. Well, I'll get Nick and Biff to clear the place out for you.
Oh, no need. It's a busy time on the estate. I'll get Pete to do what needs doing.
You sure?
Well, he's got nothing else to do. And at least I can talk to him. There's not a lot I can talk about to Nick and Biff.
Enjoy the day and don't forget to stay tuned.
Why do you always doubt my motives?
I don't.
OK, I admit I don't know as much about farming as Jack. I know more about business.
But you don't know more about diplomacy. Or even common sense. I mean, fancy going up to the farm and throwing your weight around. You need Jack on your side, and Ned.
Who cares what Glover thinks?
Jack does.
Yeah, but this is Sarah's idea, isn't it, the bunk barn? She's more likely to see reason.
She doesn't want you sticking your nose in.
But if you could help me persuade her, it might be a small beginning, but they'll be perfectly placed when Lucretia Borgia and the poodle Glover have flushed home farm down the toilet.
And to think that I doubted your motives for trying to help Jack and Sarah.
Yes, Reagan Dexter. What do you mean he's checked out? Did he leave a message for Mr. Pollard?
Mandy gave me this. Said they both made a bomb last night.
Glad somebody did.
Mandy said that Yank called it Pearl Harbor.
Why?
Said he didn't know what hit him.
Probably guess why.
She says you can come and pick your car up any time.
Where from? A ditch?
No, from our place.
Yeah. Same thing.
Morning. Ah, Vic was right then. Didn't get this lot unloaded on your Yank.
Don't sound so cheerful about it, Vic.
Well, if you don't make room for tonight's competition, I shall have to report it to the village hall committee.
And I thought the day couldn't get any worse.
Eric, mate, I'd rather the furniture stayed. I can't stand dancing, me. Sorry. You know how it goes.
I wish I hadn't let Tina get between me and Reagan Moneybags the 16th.
Oh, I forgot. She told me to get you this, but I was trying to work out my dart score.
Lose, did you?
Yeah. 2 pints.
Hey! She did it! Details to be filled in later. I knew Tina could do it!
Mr. Pollard, who's Pearl Harbor?
He's giving in too easily. It's not like Frank.
I don't think we should write him off just yet. Doc said all he needs is some rest.
Oh, not this time. Suddenly looking like an old man. Sad, really. Morning, Pete. What have you got there?
Computer. Hours of harmless fun. The only thing he'll strain is his eyes.
Do you want to?
No, thanks. I'm under strict instructions not to get in your way.
I suggested Frank should take a holiday. He prefers to play with Pete and his computers. Not sure I like that man.
Thanks, love.
You get your own. This is for Ned and Mike.
Should you be doing that? I mean, I'd have thought you'd have sorted the plumbing first.
And this coming from a man who was complaining because Chris Tate was telling him how to do his job.
I'm helping. He was interfering.
Well, look, if you really want to help, there's a pickaxe over there.
Yeah, I would, but...
It's my back.
All right, no more interfering.
You coming along to support me and Terry tonight?
I might. I can't see it being Ned's thing, though. Suppose you're going, Vic.
You're joking. All those sequins flashing send a bloke blind.
I would like you to come, love.
No, I don't think make you more nervous being there. Thought I'd just snip over to the pub. Can you lend us a tenner?
Another? You had one out of my purse the other day. Honestly, at home is a right old Scrooge. Get me in the pub and he buys drinks all night.
It's not true, is it, Jan?
Certainly isn't, Vic. We always have a little celebration when Vic breaks into a tenner. See ya.
You think she's suspicious of you?
Oh, yeah. I'd be worried if she wasn't. Guilty people are always suspicious of everyone else.
What about Glover?
It's no problem. Kim snaps her fingers and he jumps.
There you go, Eric.
Oh, thank you, my dear. I must admit, last night you were absolutely fantastic.
I know, and Reagan kept telling me so, too.
Right, I've heard enough of this.
Oh, God.
You filled my wife's head with fancy ideas, and now you're doing the same with our Tina.
It, wasn't my idea, Zach.
Whose was it then? It was Sam's.
Actually, yes.
Dad, have you ever known any man to make me do what I don't want to do? Like I said, we went out for a meal and we had a drink, and it was business.
And the rest was just pleasure.
I take it that your game, as it were, to handle more of my customers in a purely professional sense, of course, if and when the need arises.
If the money's right, and I work on commission.
Maybe we could try some female customers.
Hey, I'm up for that.
I meant for Uncle Zach. Fancy being a gigolo?
Last night I put a small camera up facing the office. Wired it into the system this morning. This one can go inside the office. A box file, maybe.
And I can see what's going on this.
Well, no problem. That's telly. To change the channel, you just press the key. You get home farm TV anytime you want. Anyone comes in, you just close the window. When I've finished with them, Romeo and Juliet won't be able to blow their noses without you watching them.
Didn't your rugby mates ever tell you to leave your best moves till the match?
No.
What's a bloke like you want out to do with dancing for any road?
But it's the only way I can get a woman, isn't it?
All this man and woman stuff is putting me off my ale. I think I'll have a brandy next, Nick.
You are?
I mean, look at them two. I thought you weren't supposed to bring your own food in here. If I had my way, that sort of thing would be banned. And kids. And them real ale no-alls.
And women?
Definitely.
Yeah, right.
Bring back men-only bars.
Anyone else?
Aye, yuppies. And anybody with a car. That'd stop drinking and driving.
Oh, Seth, in your ideal pub, you'll be the only drinker.
Not true. Now he'll always need someone to buy his ale for him.
They're right.
Go on now, right between the eyes. Oh, you ruined it! It's run off!
What's going on?
No, we're just shooting a can down there.
And the can ran off because I made a noise?
What do you want?
I want to know where the Terminator bunked till school.
Because I wanted to, all right?
Oh, get lost.
Kelly, wait.
I'm not talking to you.
Suit yourself, then.
So that's it, is it? You'd rather play guns with my idiot brother?
Of course not.
How could you shoot a rabbit?
A vermin, Dad says. Anyway, we didn't hit any.
I thought you agreed with me. All animals had a right to live, like we do.
Yeah, well, we didn't mean not by it.
That makes it better when you shoot a rabbit, does it? Oh, sorry, Bunny, you're dead. Didn't mean it.
How'd you find us, anyway?
I followed the trail of beer cans, and if my dad finds out Scott nicked them...
I didn't. I put the money in the till. That reminds me. You owe me a £5.
No, I want to get that tonight, window cleaning.
Instead, you're out here killing things. Oh, you're hopeless. Really hopeless.
I don't know what to do. I mean, it's getting worse, if anything. I've tried talking, I've tried understanding.
Hey, I am the last person to be asking for advice about Chris and the Tates.
Trouble is, I think I'm getting obsessed about him being obsessed.
Really?
I married him because I wanted to make a commitment. I think he married me to spite his father.
Regretting it?
I'm regretting not handling his dad and the baby better. I'm regretting telling him about Kim and Dave. I mean, that only made things worse. Listen to me moaning on. You'll be wanting to tell me all about Hunky Mike, won't you?
Rachel, there's nothing to tell. He's a nice guy, but then so was Dave. And going out with him as a friend and nothing more has got to be better than sitting in the flat moping.
I'm afraid this table is taken.
Sorry?
Reagan Dexter III. They contain a load of miscellaneous but oh so expensive antiques bound for the new world. Sam, come on. And I'm afraid this table is part of the load, so if you excuse me.
Oh, right.
This is where you're quiet, eh? Still, we can't all be successful, can we? Come on, Sam.
Now then, now, lass, how come you're at your proper job?
It's my half day. I spend it working because me and Biff are saving. And then some little pillock comes along to try and spoil it for us.
What are you on about?
Oh, the cheapest cleaners in the village. You'll ruin everything.
Ah, well, Kelly says it's a free enterprise. It's like a supermarket selling stuff cheaper than her dad, innit?
It's not free enterprise, it's stupid. You've got to stop it.
Get stuffed, Linda.
Oi, Roy. Roy, bring it back. Roy, I'll kill you.
And so what do we owe this honour?
Been working on some plans. Capitalise on what we're doing with the barn.
Capitalise on what?
But the bunk barn's not going to make a sufficient difference, Jack. You've got so much underused land. Room for, say, half a dozen chalets, a caravan complex.
It's a great idea, Chris, but we're just testing the water with the bunk barn.
And we certainly don't have any money to invest in holiday chalets, even if we wanted to.
Look, you've got to think big, Jack. You can't expect one piffling little bunk barn to have any impact. You'll need 10 times this before Home Farm even begins to notice.
It's maybe a piffling little bunk barn to you, but it's a big deal to Jack and Sarah.
I know. That's why I've drawn up these business proposals. A bank will listen to me with my track record.
Yeah, maybe they'll listen. Don't mean to say we have to.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? You're just a hired hand. I warned you yesterday.
I'll tell you who I'm talking to. I'm talking to a prat who's so thick that he can't realise his fancy schemes aren't wanted here.
Now, these two might be too polite to tell you, but I'm not. So in words of one syllable, Chris, just get lost. And I won't be speaking like this if you want a lady present.
You can see I'm wasting my time here.
Hallie Flaming Lawyer.
Oh, Scotch courage, Terry?
Just spot a neck oil, you know, lubricate the old joints.
Hey, should we go down to the competition, have a laugh?
Hey, absolutely. I've had a sneak preview and it's worth watching, I can tell you.
I wouldn't bother. It's just young farmers do, you know, no special.
David Glover's a young farmer, isn't he?
There's someone who can make him forget Kathy.
Whoever spends any time with her, forget his own name.
What? Hey, I hope you're not drinking before we go on. It's a complicated routine.
I thought I'd just have the one.
This is from earlier in the day.
I wonder what they were saying. Probably there's no fool like an old fool.
They're going to learn the truth the hard way, Frank. Just you remember that. Frank.
Ah, Dave, come in. Not work, is it? Because if it is, I'll ask you to leave.
Kim asked me to pop up. Remind you that she's going to Young Farmers do?
You going with her?
Yeah, probably. Everything all right?
Couldn't be better. Frank's got a problem with the Black Knight moving in on the White Queen. But I don't think he's out of the game just yet.
You don't understand chess?
The rules are the same as in any game, son. Play with people who are better than you, and you're going to lose. You're not going to tell Kim about this now, are you?
No. No secret, Pete. No secret.
Pretty good, aren't they?
Terry, they're awful. Not getting nervous, are you?
Me? No. My back's playing me up. Lifted a couple of cases of mixes this morning when I boots.
Oh, no. I built myself up for this as well.
Well, I'll just go out for a breath of fresh air.
Well, don't be long and don't get cold, because it'll only make things worse.
All right.
Get there. So, what are they doing?
Just two old men playing chess.
Have you been drinking?
Just to be sociable.
Well, you don't need it. I can be sociable enough for the both of us.
Lost your nerve?
Why? Come to glow?
No.
No yank tonight?
You don't think I am like Brit, do you?
You're more like her than either of us would care to admit.
Thanks for the warning. Something going on between you and Viv?
Don't you think I've got enough problems?
Then why aren't you in there psyching yourself up?
One of the reasons why I gave up rugby.
Thought it was injuries.
It's a bit of that. My bottle had gone. Brit wouldn't let me forget it. It was always there. She was waiting on the right time to use it against me.
Terry, this is just a laugh, isn't it?
Right at the minute, no.
You are only dancing with Viv, aren't you?
Oh, aye. Only.
Don't let Brit be right.
You know, they just stood there. Let that ignorant pig Glover have a go at me. He called me thick.
It was a bit of a stupid thing to do. I did tell you.
You know the 4 most hateful words in the English language? I told you so.
Oh, I thought they were Home Farm Estates Limited.
If I hadn't been in this thing, I'd have decked him for talking to me like that.
So, what are you going to do now? Complain at the next shareholders' meeting?
Well, I would. But you'd only come along as well and argue against me.
in a minute. Can I get you out?
No, thank you. I've just come to apologise, I suppose.
You said you had a bit of a set to.
Yeah, gave me a few home truths. Made me realise just what a state I got into.
Wow, that was just all.
Yeah, you've had your hard times.
Well, things are looking up now. Us with this place and David up at home farm.
Well, that's what I've come to see you about. The cause of your good fortune. The cause of my problems. David.
And what the hell's he doing here?
What are you talking about?
I've said.
Just sit down, man, and listen with your ears instead of your mouth.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our judges seem to agree with you. The clear winners by public acclaim and the judging panel, representing Emmerdale, it's Viv Windsor and Terry Woods. And to present the prize, the new Managing Director of Home Farm Estates, Mrs. Kim Tate.
Oh, he's done so well for someone with no qualifications other than a tight pair of jeans.
This is just because he gets on with your dad and he can't stand the sight of you, innit?
Don't you see? Haven't you got it yet? Your wife has. Haven't you, Jan? It's not my dad your blue-eyed boy gets on with. It's that wife of his.
You're sick. You really are.
Why don't you ask him? Ask him who the father of Kim's baby really is. You're still proud of him, eh? Ask him if he's proud, too. Proud of his shabby little affair. Proud of what he's done to my father.
I'll see you at the kids' breakfast. We shouldn't take much notice of what Chris Tate says, you know.
Shouldn't we?
Well, you know what he's like.
When we got this place, I were proud. All the work, all the scrimping seemed worthwhile.
It is.
I felt cheap.
Hey, come on.
We only got this place because David had an affair with Kim Tate.
We don't know that, do we?
We do. Makes sense of a lot of things. All those times he was supposed to be working late. Him splitting up with Kathy. No wonder he didn't want to talk about it.
Come on. Let's catch him before he leaves. See this side of it, eh?
Come on, we'll be late for work if we don't get this finished.
Oh, well, I feel like a kid doing a paper round.
Every little bit helps. The sooner we get our own place, the better. It gets worse at my house. When we're going up the wall about something this morning.
Sure it's not because of us? You haven't told her about us wanting to get married, have you?
I'm gonna pick my moment.
Sure you ain't just changed your mind?
I wouldn't be doing this, would I?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to tell Betty soon. Otherwise she'll give me earache for weeks.
I'll give you 10 pence if you come and clean my bike for me.
Come here and say that!
Now he is another good reason to get a place of our own.
You've got to give it to them. They've got a bit of gumption doing all that odd jobbing to make a few bob.
I'm all for it. It means I can have my breakfast in peace.
Oh, no, I like to have youngsters around.
I'm young at heart, Betty, love.
It's the rest of you that's falling apart.
Have you been listening at that door?
We've got a bit of news.
What makes you think we'd be interested?
Shut your face and eat your sausage. Well?
Look, it's straightforward enough, Dave. Either you're having an affair or you're not.
Look, there's no point in you getting involved.
Oh, great. So it's right what Chris Tate said, then.
Dave?
I'm going to be late for work.
Hey, not so fast, come on.
Look, it's down to me, Dad.
Oh, is it? Well, what about this place? It belongs to Frank Tate.
You've got a tenancy, haven't you?
This isn't just about bits of paper.
Mum, I don't need a lecture.
Don't you tell me what I can say. It might not have sunk into your thick skull, but this doesn't just affect you. I mean, all right, you might lose your job. But what about Frank? Have you no respect for the man? You were a farm labourer going nowhere, and he gave you a chance. Or was that Kim's doing? Like us getting this place?
I got that job because he knew I could do it. Same reason you got this tenancy.
And Kathy knows, does she?
Oh, it's obvious the world and his wife knows about from muggins here. Oh, I bet them in some nights in the woolpack might be the only one who hasn't known.
Well, there's no use worrying about that.
Of course there is. Sometimes that's been the only thing we have had. Ah, good name. So I thought. Why, Dave?
Because I fell in love with her.
Oh, don't be so stupid.
She's a very attractive woman. Any bloke could find it hard to say no.
Well, you better go there and all, then.
I'm just trying to see his side of it.
Mum. She might have started it.
Tramp.
I didn't need asking twice. It was just a bit of excitement for us both at the start.
Oh, spare us the details.
No, you wanted to know. All the things that I couldn't stand about her. Walking all over people. Always getting her own way.
Like you.
Aye, well, that's it. I started doing the same. It's what we both wanted. Nobody else mattered. I'm not saying it's not wrong, we just couldn't stop. But that's love, innit?
Wait a minute. What are you doing? For?
He's being hard.
Worth a couple of quid, this will.
Pathetic. Where you going?
School. Where else?
But leave him alone, he'll be slamming off.
He'll really cop it if they find out.
So will I if our Linda finds out what I've done now. Come on.
Why'd you do it?
Well, after school, I'll go see Tubby Turner. Ask if he wants his car cleaning.
Men.
Hi.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that gun, so don't think you're getting your door back.
Nah, it's great.
All right, I told you it were.
I'm going rabbiting. Do you fancy coming?
Yeah, I might as well.
Hey, where are you going?
I finished that.
I hope they haven't sent you round to collect the tick. It's Nelly that owes. It's nothing to do with me.
No.
Shouldn't you be at school?
It's a teacher training day.
Oh, our Tina used to have them. About 3 a week.
Hey, where are you going?
Getting something to keep them girls quiet.
You want to try this, Dad?
Just don't go getting out butching any bother.
Yes, Mr. Dingle.
Oh, come on, Seth. You've been married donkey's years. You and Betty are as good as.
So I know what I'm talking about, don't I? It's Mother Nature's trap.
You don't have to talk cobblers sometimes.
Only sometimes.
So go on, then. What's this Mother Nature's trap?
Well, you get a lass like Linda, all soft and bouncy.
Oi! That's my fiancée you're talking about.
I know, that's why I'm telling you. And you think to yourself, Bayek, I won't mind roosting alongside that for the rest of my days. Am I right?
Go on.
But they don't stay like that.
Oh, come on, it's not just sex, you know.
And you don't see until it's too late. Leaves fall off tree and you're left with a twisted tree stump that tells you that you drink too much. I mean, just look at him. He marries a lass who looks like Rackle Welsh, and now he can't walk round with her head on a stick.
Frank? Where do you think you're sneaking off to?
Don't worry.
They said you should take it easy, and I'm going to make sure you do this time.
They also said gentle exercise is good for me.
Well, just take care. I don't want to lose you.
You'll be sick of the sight of me before long.
Go on, and keep your nose out of things that don't concern you.
Yes, Governor. Come on.
Bill, damn VAT.
Yeah, we could do a display in the window. Well, they do when someone wins an Olympic medal.
What are you on about?
First prize. Houghton Young Farmers Ballroom Dancing Competition, modern section.
Why would we want to stick that in the window?
Publicity.
If I was you, I'd keep stum about it. Because you're neither a farmer or, and I stress this, young.
Jealousy is a very unattractive emotion, don't you think?
I told you it was on the cards.
What?
Biff's proposed.
He wants to marry you?
Can't you do something about him? Biff and Linda are gonna get wet.
I told you that the other day.
No, you only surmised it. This is official, 'cause I've been told, even before the parents.
Oh, I'd hate it if our kids did that, told a complete stranger.
I'm not a complete stranger.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. Still, we've always encouraged our children to be open with us.
Read that before you say another word. It's from Scott's headmaster.
I don't see you in here very often, Jan.
Never seem to have the time.
I thought it might be since Dave and I...
I was sorry about that. Really sorry.
No, it's all finished with now.
He treated you badly. We've only just found out why about feelings. So ashamed.
You've done nothing wrong.
No, we can't have done much right, the way they've turned out.
Look, people make mistakes.
Linda, maybe, she's still a kid, but Dave...
Well, at least he had the guts to tell you. Maybe he just wants to put it behind him.
He didn't tell us it was Chris. So humiliating. Everyone must have known but us.
Not everyone.
Frank. Do you ever consider telling him?
Yes, I thought about it. Then I thought, why should I be the one to destroy him?
That's why you didn't tell us, isn't it?
Is this what I pay you for?
You know what you paid me for.
Everything all right?
It's finally happened. Mum and Dad have found out about us.
Oh.
Don't sound so surprised.
So, what they gonna do?
Apart from give me a hard time, I should have heard him talk about holier than thou. Now I know how Linda feels like.
Do you think they'll tell Frank?
I don't think so. They've got too much to lose.
They're not the only ones, Sonny.
You missed.
You scared it off.
I told you it didn't fire straight.
Yes, it does. Come on. Your mum and dad don't like us, do they?
How'd you know?
Nobody likes our family.
Yeah, well, they're all stuck up and boring round here.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? And we don't give them monkeys, do we?
Nah.
Ralph, what can I get you?
Orange juice, please.
Yeah, and I'll have a pint as well, Terry, please.
Big Al's not a happy bonnet.
Why, what's up with him?
Well, apart from a bout with the flu, he reckons you should be cleaning his motor.
We have.
You can fool some of the people some of the time.
Yeah, well, then he's trying to back out a deal.
We'll go and have a look. I'll be £1.
70.
Worse than when we started.
Your baby's been out on it and expects us to wash it again.
Ah, somebody's chucked mud all over it.
Oh, and I bet I know who. That little pig of a brother of mine.
Linda? Panic stations.
A taxi was supposed to collect some plans to take into Hotton, and they've just phoned to say they've broken down, so I'm going to have to do it. It's a real pain. I've got clients coming. Do you think you could just entertain them until I get back?
Oh, but I'm going on the rounds with Zoe.
Well, I could take him if you're stuck.
Well, they've got to be there, like, now.
I'll go on my bike. It's a motorbike.
What about work?
They're not going to miss me for an hour, are they?
I'll give you some petrol money.
No, don't worry about it.
And something for going?
Well, of course. There you go.
Thanks.
The address is on it.
Right.
Thanks, Biff.
Yeah.
He's not bad, is he? No. I hire him out for all sorts of things.
Is this the sort of place you're after?
Maybe. Whose was it?
It hasn't been lived in for years. The old gamekeepers, I think.
How very apt. Lady of the manor, hired hand. That sort of thing.
Not funny, Pete. You can have it for as long as you want.
Make a perfect love nest, don't you think?
You're here to do a job of work.
Not for me.
David.
Frank, didn't realise you were up and about.
I've been meaning to have a word. How's your mum and dad managing with the tenancy?
OK, I think.
It's all right. I'm not checking up on them. This isn't about work. I intend to leave that in Kim's capable hands.
It's hard graft, but I think they're doing fine.
Good. I always knew they would. Anyway, this is about you. I know you lived with Kathy for a while. It was such a shame when you two broke up.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things, isn't it?
Pity. No, this is more straightforward. No women involved.
What are you getting at, Frank?
I'm sorry, it must be the medication I'm on. I'm rambling. It's just that I wondered how you'd feel about living on the estate. Now that I'm out of commission, it would be a great help if you were on hand. I want to make sure that Kim has all the support she needs.
Hiya, Jan. Want to have a word?
Come on, I want to get home.
It won't take a minute. She'll think I'm after her shifts at the wool pack.
Right.
You all right?
What do you think?
Well, Alan said you were a bit upset.
Oh, well, that's nothing new, is it? Everyone knowing my business.
Well, he had to say something when he asked me to cover for you. You don't mind.
Doesn't bother me if I never set foot in the place again.
Why? Whatever's happened?
Oh, don't pretend you don't know.
What?
About Dave and Kim T. Why didn't you tell me? I thought we got on, you and me. But you never thought to mention it, that I might be interested?
I didn't know what to do. It's between the two of them.
From you, I could just about have taken it, but from him...
Chris told you.
Oh.
Can we go now?
Why, Alice? Why did you have to tell Jan?
I thought she had a right to know.
Oh, very noble.
Well, it won't do her any harm. Wears a bit thin, this salt-of-the-earth working class act.
Why use them to get at Kim?
I simply told them the truth.
No. You were just being plain vindictive. Is the only way you can feel good about yourself by putting other people down.
Don't you dare talk to me like that.
You make me feel sick.
It'll be perfect. Surprised I didn't think of it myself.
Didn't he mention it to you? I felt rotten. He was being dead matey. I could have almost told him about me and you.
Maybe he knows.
If he does, I reckon I'd be a crusher at Desi's scrapyard.
Don't you see what he said about looking after me? Could be he was saying, as delicately as he could, that he knows he hasn't got long. He still wants me around. He likes you. As long as we don't rub his nose in it, he'll let us get on with it. We just have to be discreet.
Doesn't sound like Frank to me.
Not Frank of old, but you've seen how frail he is. He's a dying man, and he knows it. I think it would be churlish of you not to take up his offer. Right. Well, I'll tell him you'll take up his offer as a favour to him.
You're so considerate, darling.
I suppose all kids play hooky sometimes. I did.
Yeah, look at you.
Wait, don't take it out on me.
I'm not bothered about the odd day. Butter's here. It's him lying to us for all those weeks that really gets me. Oh, he's not on it. Kelly! Here! Now! Never mind, Roy. Here.
What's up?
Did you know Scott's been playing truant?
No.
I knew you did.
Why didn't you tell us?
Oh, I knew it'd be me who got in trouble.
Not as much as he's in.
Can I go out now?
No.
Yeah, the sight's askew whiff, that's all.
Well, can you fix it?
He diddled you when he sold you that, Scott.
Who rattled your cage?
Oh, have you got a girlfriend, Scott?
No.
A good-looking boy like you?
Leave him alone.
It's funny that, Scott, because, our Butch hasn't got a girlfriend either. Unless... I don't suppose...
Look, I'll batter the pair of you.
Ooh, what a man.
You want to watch him, Scott?
Yeah, well, I'd better be getting back to tea.
Should be all right now.
Yeah, cheers.
Hey, Scott, have you got a home to go to?
Oh, Dad, the first time our Butch has a little chum round to play with and you're horrible to him. No wonder he's maladjusted.
Oh, shut up. Give us a hand with this.
What is it?
Only a hi-fi.
Where'd you get that from?
Hot and Electrics. He pinched it.
I'll see you then.
Driving, gorgeous.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.
Ain't no one bothered about this.
Who's it for?
You pair, keep in at night.
Oh, well, look at it in morning, eh?
Oh, don't put yourself out.
Come on, Mand, let's go and get ready.
Where you going? Oh.
Look, Dad. Our Sam will be home soon. Right, we can have what we want on telly and it'll just be us three blokes.
Don't make it worse than it already is.
Hey, I want you, slime ball.
Talking to me of chewing a brick, bro.
You will be if Biff gets hold of you.
Why, what have I done now?
You know what you done? You trashed Turner's car after we cleaned it.
I never.
You were seen.
Well, they only did it for laugh, Linda.
God, I knew it was you.
What, you mean nobody saw us?
Mr. Turner isn't laughing. You better get it cleaned.
Meckers.
Biff will.
Oh, please, Linda, me and Kelly.
Tough.
What is it? One of those videos got hides in his wardrobe. He'll go mad. It's his own fault. I've been grounded because of him. Why does he hide them? Because he's tight and he won't share things. It's all scratchy. It's a pirate copy.
I don't know where that brother of yours is. What's that?
Star Trek.
Give us that. What is that?
A video.
I know it's a video, but what sort of video? I'm surprised at you and letting Donna see it. Where did you get it?
It's Scott's.
What's up now?
Ask her.
We were watching one of Scott's videos.
Yeah, so?
Is that video nasty?
Hi. I stayed late for. What's for tea? I just done my stuff, eh?
Stay right where you are.
What are you doing with that?
I'm fixing it.
It's not broke.
They sold you a duffin, Dad.
Oh, everything I touch turns out to be a duffin.
Oh, we've got no records, any road.
Dancing, so come on and hold me tight. I'm in the
Shut
mood.
Oh, Dad! There was a time when you liked singing in this house.
Happened.
Why don't you like it anymore, Uncle Zach?
Because the music's gone out of my life, that's why.
Auntie Nellie.
Who do you think? This house is in a state of mourning as far as I'm concerned. A mausoleum. A place where a certain person's memory should be treasured.
Do you know, my dad will be sitting in this chair in 100 years' time with cobwebs all over him.
I might. Died of a broken heart. Not that you pair had noticed. All you're interested in is going out on the batter.
Don't wait up.
Nellie, Nellie. You might have been as rough as a bear's backside. But you had standards.
What do you think you're doing with this?
What?
Oh, don't give me that.
Oh, that. Kid at school lent it me. They were all passing it round.
Got any more?
Of course not. What'd you grass me up for?
Oh, don't talk like that.
Like what?
Like some petty criminal.
Look, they're only a bit of a laugh.
I don't want my kids watching this stuff. It is vile.
Did you buy these tapes off this kid at school?
I gave him a couple of quid. I hired him.
Wouldn't be a couple of quid out of our till, would it?
I wouldn't steal off you.
Oh, of course not, Scott.
Look, I'll give him the tape back, right?
Where you going?
I said I'll give him the tape back. Still my head in this.
Oh, dear. What a shame. But you know what's puzzling me? Is how you managed to get these tapes off this kid when you haven't been near school since well before Christmas.
Get you for this.
Hey, Dumbo, when they do the register, they notice if you're not there. And after a bit, they let the parents know. They actually think we might be interested in what you get up to. Right. Now you sit down and start talking.
Well,
I hate school.
you've only got 6 months to go.
But you like hockey, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, funny how you only taken it up since you stopped going back into school. What's in there?
Don't you trust me?
Let's see.
Let me see!
Oh, Scott!
Whose is this?
It's mine. I got it because you wouldn't get me one for Christmas.
Well, we told you why.
Just slagged off my dad. My real dad.
Oh, yeah, well, he was a great bloke, wasn't he, when he had a gun in his hand?
Give it here.
Get off, Scott.
It's mine.
Get off it.
Do with
I'm warning you.
You can't tell me what
Give it to me.